36 by 48 casement. You've got types of windows. Casement, they're like full glass things. You don't have anything to deal with. But they're hinged on the side and they pivot outward. Typical casement. Double hung, pretty much got an upper pane separated by this frame and a lower pane, where the lower pane usually slides upward. Probably the most or least expensive in construction. That's why a lot of residential houses use that. The lower costing houses. When you get to the higher costing ones, they tend to like the casement ones that open up. I don't know why. A little bit more expensive. Pick whatever you want. I really don't care. If you want to use casement here, use casement. Up to you. Alright? In fact, we'll go ahead and use casement. I told you, you can't use anything above, well, if our window's at 7 feet, you can't have really anything taller than a 4-foot window above your sink, because you got a countertop there. If you really look at your countertop at home, it's got this back thing that's 4 inches tall called a backsplash, which again takes space from the window. So what do we put in there? Well, let's put in some for the bedrooms first. I don't care. 36 by, sure, let's make them some scenic ones. You will also notice, and I'll do this on purpose here, the window types that you have, depending upon where you're at, will place the window either on the exterior or the interior, okay? All windows are normally closest to the exterior of the house. So this one would technically be incorrect. Switch it real quick, okay? So we got a couple windows there. Window, sure. You can put double hung. You can place them in the middle of this space here. You'll notice it gives you dimensions, all right? That will get you somewhat close. Actually, you should put it right in the middle. If you want it exactly in the middle, before you actually click anything, hit the button S and M, snap midpoint, and it will automatically go to the midpoint. Okay? But most of the time, this will give you a nice rendition of allowing you to put windows in here. Okay? And if we put casements in, these are really, really tall. Go here and then go here. So get your windows in across there. This space, lots of living area. I mean, we could put one on this side of the TV center if we really wanted to, as a close to the wall type thing, corner-ish type. Put one there. Like I said, I really am not particular here, folks. You can go crazy and do whatever you like. Okay? Have some fun with it. Back window, a little different. Casement, sort of 16, 24, 36, 36 by 48, even though I said that's like the absolute tallest you can get. But the nice part is I can click on this, I can edit it, and I can make it a duplicate real quick of 36. And hit OK, and then come up here to height and click on 3. The default for Revit is always going to be feet, folks. If you type in 18 inches, thinking it's inches like AutoCAD does, it's going to be 18 feet. Okay? So if you want inches, type them in. Hit OK, that changed real quick. But the problem is, it changed the height of my window here. It dropped it by how much I reduced it by. For some unknown reason, when you duplicate the thing, it remains constantly at the same elevation at the sill plate rather than the top of the window. So just come back over here and hit 7 and move it back up to the normal height there. Alright? So you're getting all these windows in here. Let's make these the 6-foot ones. show a little bit of stuff in here. Control key allows you to do multiple selections, which makes it nice. You'll notice sill plate remains the same. So come back in and hit apply and move them down. Okay? Once you get to this point, other than the interior walls being of a different style, okay? Now there is ways to quickly select all the walls. In this case, if I click on this, you'll notice I got doors and windows. Up here at the top, there's this filter thing. Check none, check walls, okay. It selects the walls very quickly. In fact, I do like mass selections and specifically identify what I want later on. Generic wall, let's go to interior, where is that? 4.5, which is fine. Yeah. Tells me I got a problem there because the door is too wide. Alright, so now I changed all my walls to interior. Lots of things can happen, folks. If you look at a normal wall, this room, it's got base on the bottom. If you really want to get that specific, there's a way to add base to the bottom of your walls. Click on it, edit the type, come over here to this view and hit edit. There are two types of things here. You've got a floor plan view and a section view. You'll have to be in the section view in order to add your base. Down here, there's this thing called sweeps. I'm going to load a profile. We're going to add one real quick. It should have base already done. Let's pick base 1. I'm going to add another one, and base 1 there. This one is exterior side. Let's change it to interior side. And hit OK, and OK. And now what happens is you'll notice that you've got this base here. So that once I hit OK, you'll notice that it added the base to your walls there. I could do the same thing for the exterior wall. Just add it to the inside, it'll put base in for you, if you want it. I'm not saying you have to, I'm just telling you, there's lots of options here, folks, that you can do. I could add this chair rail at this 3-foot height all the way around the room. I could go in and add crown mold to the top if I wanted to. All right? It is really up to you how far you want to take this. Okay? And that's what I mean by Revit being so powerful. I just did everything generic walls this morning to show you how easy it is to quickly change it so that you really don't have to go in and erase things and redo that. And in fact, all I really did for this, I went in and took a JPEG and put it over it and scaled it to 34 feet, top, front, to back, and traced over it. Okay? You should start thinking of how to get this stuff done quickly. That's what companies want. They don't want you spending, 5-6 hours drawing it in AutoCAD and then importing it in and creating it. Whereas you can just scale a picture in and quickly do it and trace over the top of it. That's why it took me 30 seconds, literally, to get every wall done. Was just tracing over the top of where the walls go. Do I care if the living room or the kitchen is 14 feet by 16 feet exactly? You will never get it to be that. So don't worry about it. All right? This is the only time I'm going to tell you, act like an architect and don't give a shit. Okay? Because I know engineers are very detail-oriented. They like to get things exactly that way. This was designed and created for architects, where everything is loosey-goosey and free-forming. Okay? So sort of act like an architect this time and just go with the flow. All right? Questions so far? We have covered just about everything dealing with walls, doors that you can create. Windows are the same way, folks. You duplicate it and you make them what you want. Okay? You really should not have to go to any website to get a wall or window or door. Okay? We're going to move on so that we sort of introduce floors